This pepper is the Bequino peppers, meaning little beak. And they are like a little sweet, mildly hot pepper. And I like to pickle these and put them in my salad. And these are the Phileas Blue, and I like to dry these. And when they're dry, you just pop them, and really nice, spicy pepper flakes come out of them. And I like to sprinkle them, in soups and salads and on pizza. So Phileas Blues. These guys aren't doing much more this year. And another tomato from the greenstalk. Thank you. Well, I wanted to make a couple of half pints of cowboy candy, but I would need about 3 pounds of jalapenos or a mix of peppers. Looks like I'm gonna have to go to the farmer's market. And a quick look at my melons. This is where I had the other melon hanging. This one got bigger, and there's one back here that's getting bigger, and I am not going to harvest them until I'm absolutely sure they're ready. These are the smaller onions. Just pluck them. This one's already out of the ground. And the celery here is looking pretty good. You can see I've been harvesting from it. And what I'm going to do with this celery, well, I'm going to use some fresh for the chicken salad. I'm going to dice some up and put it in the freezer for soups in the winter. And I'm going to dehydrate a bunch and make celery powder. And this is the celeriac, which is celery root. This is what you eat, the celery root part. These are small. These are small. Maybe I grew them too close together. These are small. But we'll see. Folks, I have a yellow jacket problem in my yard, so I'm out nice and early to do this harvesting because they are all in my business. There are hundreds all over the lawn, in and out of the leaves, in and out of whatever I'm working on, and I don't know where the nest is, so I'm gonna have to hang out in the yard and see if I can figure that out today. Let's clean this up for now. This is my end of August harvest. I've got the celeriac roots on the right, and you see there's one I shaved with the schnitzer, and I'm going to do that for the rest, and that's going to become cream celery soup. Now these roots are not the size I was looking for. They're a lot smaller than what I've grown in the past, but I'll take them. You know, you're just gonna really just shave them down with your schnitzer, cut them and boil them like you would potatoes until they're nice and soft, and then you could mash them and cream them in some nice creamy celery soup. And then I have regular celery here that I'm going to dice up some for the freezer for soups, and I'm also going to cut some up and dehydrate them in the dehydrator to make some celery powder, and that would include the leaves. You can also make celery salt. There's a lot you can do with celery. And then these poor little neglected onions from the garden will not store well, so I'm going to chop a lot of them up for the freezer for using frozen in anything you really want to. But also I was thinking of making some pearled onions. You know, how about making some pearled onions with a little celery soup and maybe even just pour them over a nice steak. Oh my gosh, I think I'm hungry. And then I have the peppers that I harvested, a variety of peppers here, but this is what I had just harvested the end of August.